Students, today we are going to study a story Should Wizard Hit Mommy by John Updike. This is lesson number 5 from Vista's textbook, class 12 English. This story is divided into 2 modules. Today we will have first module through this distance mode. Should Wizard Hit Mommy is a children's story. It deals with a serious theme of good parenting and the adult tendency to curb the curious and questioning mind of a child. Jack, the father of 4-year-old Joanne, which is often shortened to Joe, tries to teach her moral values through stories. However, every story is a slight variation of the same story. At the end of the story, we find that Joanne, being very young, fails to realize the true worth of originality. Jack tries hard to convince her that one should not change one's identity or personality just to get accepted by society, but yet she is not ready to accept. But what happened exactly so that she is not ready to accept her father's views? So let us find out that from the story. We shall begin with the story now. But before that, let us know about the author. John Updike was an American novelist, poet, short story writer, art critic, and literary critic. One of only 3 writers to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction more than once. Updike published more than 20 novels, more than a dozen short story collections, as well as poetry, art, and literary criticism and children's book during his career. Should Wizard Hit Mommy has 4 main characters. First character is Jack, the father. He is loving and concerned father and husband who tells stories every day his daughter Jo. The second character is Joanne, also called Jo. She is Jack's 4-year-old intelligent, impatient, and inquisitive daughter. The third character is Roger Skunk, whose story is told by Jack to Joe. Roger Skunk gets the wizard to give him a pleasant smell, but his mummy gets the change reversed. Fourth important character is Mummy. She is Roger's mother who insists on having her way with Roger by forcing him to follow tradition. Now right now we don't know that what exactly tradition is forced by his mother on him. That we will come to know when the story ends. Begins with a little bit introduction by the author, that how John has to tell every day a story to Joe, and that is why it has become almost a custom to tell a story every day. It all started when Joe was only 2 years old, but now over the years he had started to run out of ideas. Every story was a variation of the basic tale. That basic tale was like a small animal, usually named Roger, and had some problem. He went to the wise owl, and the owl advised him to go to the wizard. The wizard solved Roger's problem and asked for a fee. Roger didn't have the required amount, but the wizard told Roger where and how he could get the money. Then Roger found the money, paid the wizard, went home, and had a lovely dinner with his family. So all the stories told by Jack had this basic plot. Only the animal was changed every time. The name was same, that is Roger. So sometime it was Roger fish, sometime it was Roger Donkey, and now it is Roger Skunk. With this explanation of the plot of the story narrated by the Jack every day, the author takes us to the exact story which is told by Jack. It was a Saturday evening and time for Joe's usual naps. Jack asked Joe about the new lead in the story. Joe wanted it to be a skunk animal. Joe had learned about skunk in her nursery class, so she remembers about skunk and she tells that she wanted the story of skunk today. Skunks are North and South American mammals. The animals are known for their ability to spray a liquid with a strong, unpleasant smell. Jack was very happy to tell a story about a new hero. He was momentarily stirred with creative enthusiasm also, because having a new lead in story will present a challenge to his creativity, and that's why he was very happy to tell the story of Roger Skunk. Jack started narrating the Roger Skunk story. Once upon a time, in the dark, deep woods, there was a tiny little creature by the name of Roger Skunk, and he smelled very bad. Other creatures loathed him and would run away from him. They teased him by calling him Stinky Skunk. So Roger felt very bad. He had no friends at all. Joe had not foreseen this, and that's why she became very upset because of that. She didn't like the idea that no one played with Roger Skunk, so she became upset. And Jack was happy to get an unexpected reaction from her, as his stories had now become much too predictable for Joe. But this unpredictable turn of bad smell with the reaction she had, so he was happy. Jack continued with jest, remembering certain humiliation of his own childhood too. But at the same time, while narrating the story, Jack heard a chair scrape downstairs. He realized he must go down to help Claire, his wife, who was painting the woodwork. Now here we come to know about that another character, that is the wife of Jack, whose name was Claire. She was pregnant and she was having some work downstairs while he was narrating the story upstairs to Joe. Here he was in a dilemma now, what to do, to be with continuing the story or to go and help Claire downstairs, as Claire was pregnant, but he continued with the story. It was because Joe has not slept yet. He wanted to go and help his wife, but due to Joe, he is not able to help Claire, though she was pregnant. He continues with the story. Roger Skunk went to the wise old owl who lived at the top of a very big tree. Now here that entry of old wise owl is there. As in all story, when the Roger has problem, he has to go to the old wise owl to get a solution. So in same pattern, Roger Skunk went to the wise old owl who lived at the top of a very big tree. As usual, the enormous owl advised Roger to visit the wizard. As Jack took the name of wizard at this point, Joe shot a question and looked at Jack. And the question was, if magic spells were real. Jack here tells us that her inquisitive behavior had begun a month ago only. She had started asking questions like whether spiders really ate bugs, and if God was present everywhere, and so on. Jack didn't like the questions as it made him miss a bit in the narrative. However, he answered that magic spells a reality in stories. With these questions of Joe, here we come to know that this story is not only the story of Roger Skunk, but also it is the story of Joe and her father. Through this plot of questions by Joe in between the story, the author focuses on how the inquisitive minds of children are suppressed by the parents. They don't want their children to ask questions which are difficult to answer them. So that's why they prefer to suppress those questions rather than answer. Here also in this story, when Joe comes with new questions and difficult questions, Jack tries to avoid those questions. Jack continued with the story. Roger Skunk reached the wizard's home. The wizard asked him not to come close as Roger smelled very bad. The wizard asked Roger what he wanted to smell like. Roger said that he wanted to smell like roses. The wizard chanted a magic spell and Roger started smelling like roses. And Roger was very happy. With this, Joe also became very happy. She felt that at least now someone will play with Roger. He will have his friends also. Here, Jack mistakenly referred to Roger Skunk as Roger Fish, and Joe immediately pointed out the mistake. Here again we come to know that how Joe is very attentive towards listening the story, and how she is pointing out the mistakes of her father too. Now it will be interesting to know what happens with Roger Skunk next. Will his friends play with him when he smells like roses? What will be the reaction of mother of Roger Skunk? Will she accept Roger Skunk with this new but good smell? That we will try to find out from the story in next module. Thank you.